Hey everybody, it's Jackie. I am so excited about my guest tonight. This is the amazing Mindy Deeble. She is one of the most successful in network marketing that I personally have had a relationship with. I actually met her on the beaches of Cabo when I first joined this company. Was so impressed with her. And then after having a conversation with her, she's just super down to earth. I realized we live like 3 minutes drive away from each other. We probably should have like met up and done this in person. But since getting to know her, we've become workout buddies. We work out very hard first thing in the morning. So we've seen each other at our best and at our worst. We've been sweating and give each other high fives. And I'm like, Mindy, I'm going to die. But anyway, it's an amazing workout. But what I really wanted to talk about today is just her story. She has been an 8-figure earner in this space. So Mindy, would you kind of share with everybody just your journey, how you began in network marketing?
Yes. Well, Jackie, first of all, it's an honor to be on here. I'm so excited for you and all the success that you've had. And, so my husband and I, when I was 20 years old, I was introduced to this industry and I fell in love with it. I fell in love with the idea of having freedom, to work when you want to work, play when you want to play, and create a life on your own terms. Unfortunately, at 20 years old, I didn't have a lot of success, but I learned a ton. And it propelled me into traditional business. And my husband and I, we've been serial entrepreneurs for many, many years. 17 years ago, here we were grinding in 2 major businesses. My background is also early education. So we had 3 major things happening. We were in the franchise world. We also owned a company that did maintenance for grocery stores. And then I'm an early education director. And here's what we found. We were on this treadmill and we felt like we ran, but we weren't really getting anywhere. And even though we were making great money, we had no time to spend with each other. And so my dream was to go on vacation and still get paid. I had no idea how to create that. But then 17 years ago, I was introduced back into this industry. And because of my background of business and understanding timing's huge and having a niche is very important, I got started back in the industry, and it's been the best business move that we've ever made. Because of this industry, we really truly have been able to build a life on our own terms. We've been able to travel the world, and most importantly, do the things that we want to do, create options in our life. And so I am so grateful for what it's done for us. But 6 years ago, we saw the opportunity that you and I have been, in, and it has truly been such a blessing. We chose this opportunity because, again, the niche and timing. When you're able to offer the 2 main things that everybody wants to improve or change, you think about in January, what are the top 2 New Year's resolutions? Health. Mm-hmm. So our gym has been packed, right, in January. Yeah. But then the second thing that everybody wants to improve or change is their finances. Mm-hmm. Money doesn't really buy you happiness, but being broke doesn't either. Sure. Money is about options, right? Mm-hmm. It determines the house you live in, the car you drive, the time you spend with your family, the vacations you go on or you don't go on. So I love that we are providing education and resources in those 2 main areas. And we've truly seen thousands of testimonials. So not only financially has it been a blessing that we've been able to build a multi-million-dollar company, build a life on our own terms, but more importantly, we're changing lives in a major way, by offering such amazing products and resources for people to win. So
I love that so much. Okay, so tell me a little bit about your journey. So if you didn't catch that, she actually did transition from another company where she was an 8-figure earner, which honestly, the easier option, I don't want to put words in her mouth, but the easier option probably would have been for her to just sit back and collect that check for the rest of her life. Like, she was comfortable. I mean, she had, more than enough money. She had a huge team. How many people were on your team in that other company?
We built a team of 150,000 people in 23 countries. So,
oh my goodness. Yeah. So that's like, maybe the size of our city that we live in is currently. Like, you think about like 150,000 on paper may not sound like a big number, but think of it in terms of people, like in a stadium or whatever. Like, that's a lot of people. So she built that team. But instead of just doing that, she partnered with her husband and another couple, and they decided, listen, like, this is going to make a lot of waves in this industry. but we're going to choose to transition to another company. So can you kind of chat about why you made that choice and what has happened as a result of that?
Well, just like I said, in business, timing is so important, and really truly having a niche. I was so excited that I saw an opportunity where we could, again, like I said, focus on the two main things that everybody wants. In business, you always want to be able to offer to people what they truly want. And when everybody wants it, right, you've got something big there. So I loved that we were providing resources and an education in those two areas. But also, if you understand the bell curve in business, I really truly understood it. With our prior company, we got started at the perfect time, right before that massive, explosion of growth. And when we got started with our company today, I knew that moving forward, the people that really took it seriously right now, the timing was going to be massive. And that this company, no matter what, whether I did it or not, they were going to, build a massive organization, which meant that very many people could benefit from that. And so the timing was huge. I love the forward thinking that they had, to eventually be able to offer proprietary formulas, with third-party validations and products that truly make an impact in people's lives. My background, I've always loved, I'm not a medical professional or anything, but I've always been a health advocate, always been really focused and studied health like crazy, and beauty as well, because I just have always been intrigued by that. And so I was so excited when, that we were going to have doctors and scientists and people that are really determined to make proprietary formulas and things that make a difference in people's lives. And truly, they have done such an amazing job. Our company has only just grown like crazy and created success stories all over the place. And I love, the fulfillment of being able to do that. So
oh, I love that. And she is such an incredible leader. Now you have a huge team again. You've been able to rebuild. And so tell us just a little bit about your team now and the wins that you're seeing within your team and just kind of what you've experienced as you've made that transition over.
Well, again, like I love that I feel 100% confident that somebody can join. And really, if they have a work ethic, if they have a desire, that we have an incredible platform for people to win, and to create those options in people's lives. That is my passion. That's what I love. Because I truly believe that it doesn't matter what your circumstances are today. They don't define what you can go create. You have the ability, no matter who you are, no matter what your circumstances are today, you have the ability to create the life that you truly want. And I know that because I know where I was, Jackie, 20 years ago. Okay. So, the reason why I'm here today is because 20 years ago, I wasn't a sharp, successful business person. I wasn't, like, nobody thought of me as anything but, I was a preschool teacher, and I loved it. But I had no idea about sales. I didn't know anything, but I had huge dreams. And 20 years ago, before I even got in this industry, I made a statement for myself, like, basically what I was determined to do, and a commitment of what my life was going to look like. And because I made that statement and I just said, this is who I am, this is what I'm creating. It doesn't matter what my circumstances are today. It doesn't matter that I drive a 1988 Chevy Corsica with 1 million miles on it and no air conditioning, right? Yeah. I am determined to go create this life that I truly deserve and believe that I can have. And because I made that statement, I started focusing on that rather than my circumstances. And it's what led me to this industry. It's what led me to create this life. And within 5 years, I created everything that I put in that statement because of my commitment. Once you make a decision, to do something big, the universe always responds. The resources come to you, the people come to you, the vehicle comes to you. And for me, that vehicle came to me because I was determined to win. So back to the question that you asked me, since I went all over the place.
Great.
And I think you asked me basically, what I love about what we're doing here. I'm confident that somebody that is determined to go do something big, we have the platform for them to go make that happen.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. Oh, I love it so much. Yes. Congratulations, Mindy, on all your success. And thank you so much for all that you pour into your team. I know she pours into so much. Me personally, absolutely love it. And the last question I always love to ask people is, what is your favorite product and why do you love it so much? And what kind of results have you seen with the product?
Oh my gosh. Well, when you ask me that question, it's kind of like asking me, which one of your 4 children is your favorite child?
Right.
I love them all. I do. I love them all. But the one that has made the biggest impact on my life is actually our Optimize, which is our proteolytic enzymes, which you probably don't hear very often, But since I was 20 years old, I had allergy symptoms and it got worse as I got older, where, my head would get all stuffed up and plugged up, and I would get major headaches. I was carrying around, ibuprofen and Mucinex and Claritin D and everything I possibly could to cover these symptoms that I had. And I'm so grateful for Optimize because there's a doctor here in Boise who he just recommended it. I was telling him all my symptoms, and he said, man, you really should take this. And he told me 10 a day. So that's what I did. Dr. Newsom, I'll do whatever you tell me. And I don't have those issues anymore. Wow. I feel like better today than I did in my 30s, So I'm grateful for that. But of course, I love the beauty products. Sure. Anything that's going to make my skin glow and make me look younger, I'm all about it.
Yes, I love it too. Awesome. Well, Mindy, thank you so much for being my guest today. And everyone who's watching this video, if anything that we said today sounded interesting to you, go back to the person who invited you to this group. I know they'd love to give you more information. But again, thank you, Mindy, so much for taking time out to do this with us tonight. And we will see you next time. All right. God bless you.